Hello everybody, Matt here with you, back with some more RDR2 100% completion. So hopefully everyone is enjoying the weekend so far. I'm going to be out of town, so this is probably going to upload, and that's starting Sunday. I might upload this Saturday night, but I'm going to maybe have it up there as our Monday video. I'm going to try to have 3 videos out next week. I'm pre-recording them. Don't like doing that, but since I won't be here, I'm going to do a few, and we're going to go ahead and try to have one posted Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're going to have a couple RDR2s and probably an LSPDFR. So, at any rate, we've got something special in store today that I want to show you guys. This might be a relatively short video, but we'll see. I see Arthur's here catching some Z's. But we are late at night. We want to go ahead and actually officially sleep so we can get rested. Our health and our horse's health is barely a notch down, so it's fine. Camp is still hopping to be, what is it, almost midnight? Quite a few people up. But we're going to go ahead and sleep to the morning. That way we are well rested and we can also have full health. So we're just going to sleep till morning. What we're going to do today is go get an animal from the wild. A lot of you may know what that is already, but for those that don't, I had mentioned in a previous episode that we've got our thoroughbred that we got as part of the Ultimate Edition, our Sea Trisket. We also have another horse we can go get. You get that same horse that we got also if you buy the Special Edition. Oh sweet, we just got a floating whiskey bottle here. Isn't that neat? Say, could we shoot it, but you can't use your gun in camp. There it goes. Okay, well, alright, that works. So, at any rate, you do get this horse, our Sea Trisket, in either the Special or the Ultimate Edition, but there is a horse that's actually even faster. I like how big this horse is, so that's pretty cool. But for those that didn't get that, there is a horse that's equally, if not, honestly, stats-wise, it's even better than this. So we're going to go get that horse today. I figure for those that didn't want to pony up the extra money, I don't blame you. And even though I love Sea Trisket here, and we're certainly bonding very well with him, what we're going to go get is the horse that I use throughout the game. That's just all there is to it. So we are going to teleport because this is quite the ride. Actually, from where we are, it could be a lot worse, but we got to head all the way up in here in this area. So this is on the RDR2 map app. I know it's going to be somewhere right around here. I've kind of gotten this thing so many times I don't even have to refer to it, but I know it is on that map. So as usual, we will have a link in the description on the map site. I'm not going to drop this right on top of it. Where was I? Okay, up here. I'm just going to go kind of to this trail so we can kind of roll up on it a little bit. So, as usual, got our waypoint dropped. Teleport with F11. So, there we go. I actually hit F12 at the same time, and that did something with the log. Okay, cool. Whatever. Is anything that we haven't studied right there? That we can? Nah, we're not going to fight with it. So it's also, again, as you saw since we slept, it's early in the morning, which is good because this is wolf territory. We're going to have some spots that you might actually see a grizzly up here. You're not going to necessarily see wolves or grizzlies just way up in the mountains, but there's some spots around here where you could. I mean, just look at that landscape. Is that not just awesome looking? Actually, I want to do something. I want to go ahead and turn my radar off because this may be a good screenshot. See, it's kind of cool where you've got it where there's no snow over there, but then just snowy as can be here. So, yeah, beautiful looking. Then go ahead and get that back up for us. Okay, so let's go ahead and head towards it. Am I going the right direction? No. Okay, my fault. So we'll go ahead and turn right back around. There we go, bud. So we haven't eaten. We went over that in the last episode. Been a little underweight. Now the good thing is we will go underweight, but our horse never will. So we do want to go ahead and feed him though. Why? Why not? Because if we're eating, you know what? He gets to eat too. So. Oh, sweet. And we just increased that bonding. So only one more level to go. Now by the time we actually do this and get this new stallion, probably not going to worry about bonding too much with this horse. So we might go back and try to have 2 of them at level 4. We'll see. So we're going to come here and... Whoa, okay. This is really weird. What's going on here? What is going on here? Not going to lie, people, that freaks me out a little bit. The reason that freaks me out is in the, I don't even know how many hours I've logged in this game, and a lot of them up here in this area. One other time I've ever seen a person. Ever. That's it. Seriously. They don't roam up here. Especially this far north, so that's got me concerned a little bit. Okay, we'll just ignore it. Hopefully he didn't just, somehow scare off the animal we're going after, so obviously I've alluded to it. It is a horse. This is the White Arabian. We've also entered legendary territory. I think it's a moose up here. I'm not sure, but that's not what we're looking for. We are looking for the White Arabian. So there's not going to be like any sort of following the clues like we would for one of those legendary animals. We've just got to find it. It is white, so it's a little bit difficult to see, but at the same time, it sticks out a little bit while we're up here. So let's see, especially if we do this, it'll obviously do its little blinky thing. Hopefully we can get it. It is normally somewhere right in this area. So let's keep our eyes peeled. Look how clear that water is. It's cool. Not seeing anything yet. Just while we're here, and we've got our eagle eye on, I'm wondering if, okay, just going to see if that clue was popping up for the legendary animal. Again, we're certainly going to have to get that at some point, but we want to get this Arabian first, so let's keep looking. Come around this corner and see. Okay, that's a moose, we know, but I'm wondering if that's the legendary. It shouldn't pop up like that, so it's not going to be, but you see how big they are. I mean, obviously they are that way in real life too. They are massive. Okay, and now we see our horse. Hopefully this moose being here and now running towards the horse isn't going to just completely freak it out. Okay, looks like it's being cool. So we are frigid. What is our temperature up here? We are running at all of 25 degrees. Okay, it could be worse. It does get worse, but okay. See, Trisket, I just need you to hang on for me, okay? We're going to be back in a little bit, bud. We got something to do here. So, this is a wild horse. There is a challenge later in the game where we're going to have to round up one of each wild horse the way we're about to do it. So this is a good time to learn. I haven't done it in a while, so I might screw it up. Certainly hope that's not what happens, but if you're playing for the first time, it gives you on-screen prompts of what you need to do. So first things first, let's just go ahead and study it. And that is a Arabian. So show the info. And there you see its speed. It's fast. And we'll get to compare it to Sea Trisket here in a little bit. But we're going to go ahead and track it too. When you are trying to tame a horse like this, you can track it. Not that we really need to see where it's going. And if you don't get it pretty early on, then it's going to end up just running off and you don't have a shot at it.
There you go.
Okay, so we're just going to call
Hi
it.
there.
And it's a girl. You heard Arthur say that. So what we're going to do is just keep locked on with our left trigger. That's what we're doing, or L2 on the PS4. And you see, we got to keep calming it. Keep calming it. I like staying low, but it's making me like jump forward real fast, and that freaks it out. You want to approach it real slow like we're doing. And then as soon as you see that thing pop up saying, oh, calm, that button becomes available, X or square, you need to be pressing it and stop walking, or it will take off.
It's okay.
So let's just give it a second. She's getting used to us. She is a beautiful horse, isn't she? So just slowly approach, slowly approach. Again, it's giving us on-screen commands, what we can do. But she's getting there. Don't want to rush it. You want to take your time. I'll let you know here when we get done, trying to concentrate a little bit about what we do if we screw it up. Hopefully we don't. I don't want to have to show you that, but it's not too difficult if you just pay attention. But things can go wrong. It's okay, girl. We're friendly. We're friendly. We're friendly. Ah, she's gorgeous, isn't she? Very gorgeous. Okay, I'll go ahead and start moving again.
Hey,
it's okay. It's okay. So you saw it went from calm for just a split second. It went to pat. Once we get close enough, we can pat her. Oh, and that sun coming up, that really looks good. I'm going to take my radar off so I can get a picture of this for thumbnail, but it's okay. It's okay, girl. We're getting close. Let's go ahead and pat her. Now we can mount her immediately, and that's when the ride starts. Basically what we're going to have to do is be holding down on our left stick and also opposite the direction she's going. So once we get on and she's going to start bucking, if she starts moving to the right and spinning to the right, we need to be leaning to the left. It makes sense. So we could have already mounted her. I'm just kind of getting prepped for this because she is a gorgeous, gorgeous horse. And then also while you're doing that, you need to be pressing the square or X button to calm her. So here we go. Let's just jump on and do it. Okay, it's okay, girl. It's okay. So lean, don't go into the boulders, please. Don't. Okay, there we go. It's okay. It's okay. Got to tame her. Come on. We got it. 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 There we go. There we go. So you've successfully broken the horse, but it'll still have some wild tendencies, so continue to bond with it to make it more obedient. It's okay, girl.
It's okay, girl.
It is okay, girl. It's okay, girl. We're going to go ahead and turn this off. This might be a good thumbnail. Have our Sea Trisket / Horsey Poo in the background. Yes, there we go. Just want to keep bonding with her for a second. There you go. That's good. That's good. Okay. So that'll work. We'll go and get our expanded radar back on. So what we're going to do, she is now tamed. She is considered a secondary horse of ours. Not until you reach level 1 bonding will it become your horse, though. So if we were just to kind of roll with it, have her follow us, we aren't bonding with her, she is not necessarily going to be our horse. So we're going to go ahead and remove the saddle because we are going to ride to a stable. By riding to a stable, that should give us enough time to bond with her, and then she will be ours officially. See, Trisket, you've been a good boy. We'll come back and visit you again at some point, but we just got the fastest horse in the game, or one of. I think there may be one that's faster, but I think it can only be bought, and it's not till you get way late in the game. So, man, thing is, when they do their business, it really stands out in this snow, doesn't it? So, we love you, bud. Pat you down a little bit. You've been a good horse to us.
You're okay, boy.
And your turn just to take a crap everywhere. So, we could teleport back to a stable, but I don't trust that one iota. So I know there's one in Strawberry. That's probably going to be our closest one. Actually, Valentine's probably closer. So we're going to go ahead and set us up a waypoint to get to the stable. But the reason I don't want to try to teleport here is I don't know if it would bring both horses with us. That's all. And I don't want to end up leaving Sea Trisket way the heck up here, because basically what I'm thinking would happen is he would stick here and we have to come retrieve him at some point. So, okay, buddy, come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Trisket. Cool thing is you can actually travel with two animals, two horses, that is. I don't think you can have up to 3 at one time. You can have 2 out and with you. So if we really wanted to get crazy with hunting and be able to carry, you know, like multiple grizzlies, and speaking of hunting, let's have our stuff ready. Because again, we could run into some pretty vicious animals out here. But if we were to actually want to come out here and be able to get a moose while we're here, but also carry a grizzly pelt back, well, obviously you can only have one or the other. You can't put 2 of those on your horse because they're way too large. But we could have 2 horses. So we could carry multiple things. So it's something I've seen. Oh, listen to him singing. Like I told you, Arthur, when he's out here in the middle of nowhere with nobody to talk to or run into, he eventually will start singing to himself. But yeah, I've seen often that you could actually get. Coming, Trisket? Okay, that you could actually use 2 horses, and it looks interesting to try. It just also seems like a lot to work with. So.
Hey, you're okay, girl.
Especially once we start getting into missions, like really going hardcore, and you've got to worry about this random horse. I mean, not a random, it would be one of these 2 following us off on a mission. Here I am sitting, going the wrong way. But have to worry about
There we go.
another horse trying to follow you off on a mission. That's just not worth it.
There, girl.
But yeah, so here we go. We've got the White Arabian. So I think for now we're just going to transfer the name. We're going to make this Sea Trisket. We'll go ahead and take our horse behind this as Horsey Poo. And again, y'all keep giving suggestions for me. And eventually we'll settle on a good 4 or 5 and we can have a vote to figure out what we want to make the name permanently. But yeah, we'll go ahead and name this to Sea Trisket and then get our other one renamed to Horsey Poo.
Easy there.
Got quite a ride in front of us.
You done good, girl.
We remember up here with Javier, don't we? Remember crossing this stream, I think right in this same area. We were trying to chase down where Mr. Marston was.
That's a good girl.
There's a ram. Let's study it while we're here. Bighorn ram. Perfect. I didn't even pay attention. Was that perfect or not? Not a big deal.
Easy.
Okay,
Whoa.
now we're running all up into boulders. Oops. Come over here, Tristan. Horsey poop. Coming. Sometimes you kind of get hung up, but they eventually catch up with you if you ever are rolling with two horses. So,
Easy.
one thing on the very first time I ever came up here and got our white Arabian in my first playthrough, it was a little bit further back than where we started, kind of closer to the edge of the trees, and I spooked it a little bit, and I ended up getting it calmed back down, so it was okay. But by the time I got on it, it took off of the trees. It's okay, girl. It's okay. She is freaking out. But yeah, she ended up, because it was also she on that playthrough for me, she ended up going off into the trees, so I'm sitting there trying to control this bucking horse and see what's going on, and all there is leaves and limbs flying everywhere. It's pretty hectic. She is hungry, though, so we're going to go ahead and get her fed.
You're all right, girl.
There you go, girl.
Yep.
There you go. Okay.
You're good.
Yep, she is good. We're going to love this horse. And then always look out on this frozen lake here, because quite often we will run across and find a grizzly out there. I'm curious to see what that is. I think that's just another big horn ram. Yep, that's what it is. A little too far away for us to actually pick it up with the binoculars and allow us to study it and see it, but that's what it is. We got an elk, some bighorn sheep. Let's go ahead and study that. Perfect. So they're all hanging together. Isn't that cool? Also a female elk. So we need to get her. We've already done the bull elk studying them, so quite a few animals out there on the lake. So always keep an eye on it, because not only are you going to see grizzlies out there and wolves, but you may find that. And I don't know if I've ever seen that many different types of animals and all hanging together at one time out there, but there's normally something you can find. So if we need to get some specific pelts, it's a good area to come. Heard some fox going on over to our right, but that creeps me out because it's very similar to wolves too, and we don't like wolves. Just making sure that's what it was. Need to pay attention to the road. As we get a little bit further down through here, this is a pretty common area right down this part of the trail to run into wolves. So I always like to be careful. Now, the fact that it's mid-morning, I haven't seen them here through this section very often. You will. It does happen, but it's normally at night. If we were pushing 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon and later, there's a pretty good chance we're going to run into wolves, but I think we're early enough in the morning that we're okay. Got some wild horses over there. I'm not going to worry too much about studying those up through as we play the game. I know we got actually a thoroughbred in that last mission we were able to study, which is pretty cool because that's the same type of horse that Horsey Poo behind us is. Of course, ours is a special, kind of a rare color, but yeah, we don't really have to study the horses too much as we go. I mean, we do need to. It will help with our compendium numbers, but since we are going to be doing 100% completion, which means doing all the challenges, we're going to run across having done that anyway once we get to it. So we're not going to stress about, oh, there's a wild horse, we better stop and go study it. We're going to get that no matter what later on. Looks like Horsey Poo's having a hard time keeping up, but again, if you've got them following you, they'll kind of buck it up a little bit and come get you. I like when you leave that little section right on that bridge. It's normally that kind of snow turning into rain. Okay, Horsey Poo, what are you doing? Do I need to come back there for you? Come on. It's not that hard. Follow the trail. There you go. There you go. But I want to go ahead and clean her just a little bit, so we're going to go ahead and swim through the water just for a second. I've noticed when you do that, whatever horse is following you, if you have a second, they generally going to do what he just did. They're going to stick to the shore. They aren't just going to haul off and take off to the water like you did. There we go. So she should be a little bit cleaner. And Horsey Poo is stuck again. Come on, dude. You got this. gets a little frustrating sometimes. I know before I've just taken off and said they'll catch up, and they do, but it just, something feels very discomforting about that something can happen, or at, the best case scenario, he ends up just getting hung up there, and then we get too far away where we can call him, we have to go back, so don't want to do that if we can help it.
Hey, mister.
Thank you. That's why I did that, is because people will comment on how pretty our horse is. Now, we didn't do that a whole lot with Horsey Poo, but since he's a special horse, again, you just don't find them in the game very often. They would have done the same thing to him, but you get a lot of comments when you have the White Arabian, because again, just look at it, it's gorgeous. But also, that's another thing, if we're looking for a cheap honor boost, say hi to people. Seriously, you say hi to 3 or 4 people,
Excuse me, partner.
you're going to start getting honor.
Hey.
There you go.
Hello.
See, got an honor bump for it. So yeah, certainly do that. Now let's go ahead and get into our stable. You again.
Go on. Here.
And let's get our horse renamed. Because again, we will be using
How's
it.
that horse doing?
We're not
I
selling
got
it.
space for you if you need stabling.
That we do need. So enter the name. We're going to make him, again, Horsey Poo again. There we go. Now we need to go back to our Arabian.
I can give you the full price if you've lost the papers.
Well, I wouldn't sell him anyway. What are you talking about? But, okay. Anyway, now we've got our new horse. And we're going to go with Sea Trisket. Again, we'll just roll with that for now until we get another really good next name to try out.
Good choice.
Well, thank you. Sure was, wasn't it? Good suggestion. So, there we go. There's Sea Trisket. So, we could sell it for 48 bucks. We are not going to do that. A little bit on that real quick. I've never tried it because I don't want to sell it. I love this horse. Again, it's the fastest in the game that we can go get right now. I think there's one that's maybe just a tinge faster, but you can't even buy that, and it's way late in the game. So this is our favorite horse and who we're going to roll with. But from
Always
what
had a
I've
way with
read
horses,
before,
you know.
if this horse, there's only one of these in the game at all times. So if something were to happen and we lose this horse because we get in some tragic accident, I've heard that it will respawn after a couple days up where we got her. We're not going to put that theory to the test, though, because I just don't want to do that. Because what if it's wrong, or Rockstar patched something, doesn't do it anymore. But I've also heard rumor that if you were to sell this horse, well, that was the one horse in the game, and you're done.
Horses
You
are
cannot go
friendlier
get
than
another one.
people.
You may
They
when we
make
get
the
to a
most
second
loyal
part
friends.
of the game later on. But no, you're done, so we would never do that. So at any rate, we are not going to sell her. We are going to, it says upgrade, and we are going to do that. So we've already got our good saddle and all that stuff we like. You know what, we probably got a really uncomfortable.
You can't have too
Bedroll.
much with you out in the wilderness.
No, actually that looks like it's about as comfortable as it is, so it's going to be. You know what, we're going to go with that color. Kind of matches
Done.
our winter coat. So cool, we've got everything we want there. We are going to update the appearance. Y'all know me. We are going to go with
I'm
a red
convinced
mohawk.
horses love that.
Really stands out on this horse. Cool, isn't it? And then we're going to get the tail. I think we just did regular last time, and
Always,
also red.
always ride in style.
And then services. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and give her a horse care package. She's brand new to us. Let's get it off, treat it right. Then we're just going to go ahead and buy us a couple of provisions here. I think we've used a couple of carrots.
Great.
We have, and we are good. I just like to keep those stocked full at all times. Uh-oh. I don't care if you want it. We're about to get in on this action, and I'm probably going to fail. So I'm going to go ahead and save my game since we went and got us our new Sea Trisket. Perfect. Y'all are about to see this. Pretty cool.
Game fair and square. Shit, fair. Your move. Come on then.
Whoa, okay. What the hell? I'm just getting out of here. Really?
And there we go.
And now, good. What the hell? What the hell is going on here? Okay, we did. Well, that was pretty stupid. What the hell just happened there? Now you see why I talk about having my autosave off, because if that only costs us like 10 bucks or whatever, I'm not going to worry about it reloading the game. But yeah, let's just see the damage. 40 bucks. You know what? No, screw that. We're not going to take that. We are going to go ahead and reload our game. Yeah, it's only 40 bucks, but still, just like anything Rockstar ever makes, the more money you're worth, the more money you lose when you die. That's just how it goes. So once we get later in the game and have a significant more amount of money, then that would be a lot higher total. So that's one reason why I don't like to keep autosave on. But the other thing is there you get to finally see it in action. Not only were we getting beat to death, we were probably losing some honor while we were at it. If we weren't, we were gonna. But when we beat that dude, we certainly were. And then we were going to have the cops thrown on us and just this whole rigmarole. And you know what we did? We just pulled up and got off our horse. That's all. That's all. What we were going to do, and we will have this...
Drink. I'm parched.
No, you're just going to have to wait. And another thing, too, see, it wasted that $5 horse care package, because that goes away. It is done whenever you have to reload like that, so it's pretty crappy. I hate that happened, but oh well. Life is short, have fun. We can deal with it, but yeah, I'm glad y'all can see in action why I actually prefer to keep the autosave off, because just stupid stuff like that. I mean, you could, if we were later in the game, and again, we worry about our honor, but we can do some questionable things here and there, and it's not going to hurt us, especially this early in the stage but of the game. But if we were kind of later and we were kind of teetering on that zone of whether or not we're going to get, because when I bring up the whole honor thing, if a lot of you don't know this, there are different cutscenes and different missions basically and how they play out based on how your honor is. So it's actually really cool that Rockstar did that. So it's going to be fun to see both angles, because eventually I figure may do kind of like a rush through the story mode and just be a completely bad Arthur and see that side of it, because I've actually never done it that way. I've always been a good Arthur. But if you're teetering right on the brink of are you good enough for those extra, you know, kind of really cool cutscenes and finishes the missions, then we would really be worried about that honor. Right now it's not that big of a deal, but yeah, you saw what happened. You can just go up there. What we were doing is we were interrupting a duel. I don't want to say interrupted. That's apparently what we did, but you go up on that and those guys are about to duel. One of them wins and the winner challenges anybody else, and you can either decline or you can step up and do it. We were going to do it. Why not? It's fun. And again, I haven't done it in a while, so I'd probably end up getting capped and die, because it was my first one in a while. Kind of got to get used to how to do it again, but no worries. It would have been fun no matter what. But we, of course, as you saw, I guess we just triggered something, and they go crazy. We get run over by a wagon. We're just trying to run the hell away. Our horse is a mile away. It's just me, Bill.
It's Arthur.
And next thing you know, we get shot from behind. So that's why we keep autosave turned off. Yeah, if that's not how you want to do it because you're not comfortable, you may forget a save or something, that's okay. I certainly get it, but it is okay. So, that was pretty short. All we did, I was going to try to get a mission in too, but I didn't want this video to go much over 25 or 30 minutes, and I know we're going to be right around that mark right now, if my estimations are right. We do want to go ahead and clean Miss Trisket here. See Trisket, and you can really see when she gets clean, of course, since she's so white. With that red, doesn't it just look cool? I like it. So we got us a new horse. So I just wanted to point that out, because I know in one of the earlier missions, or one of the first episodes, that is, I had brought up how, yeah, we get a special horse because we got the Ultimate Edition. It's the same horse you also get in the special, but for those of you that didn't go out of your way and spend the extra money on that, well, you actually can get the best horse in the game. That's just what it comes down to. And I didn't buy the Ultimate to get the horse, because I knew ultimately we would end up with this anyway, because this is going to be our right hand, in this case, woman. She's going to be our girl, and we're going to stick with her for as long as we possibly can. And so we were not going to have to worry about using the other horse. We did, of course, since it was part of our package. But big thing to bring up in this is you can get that as soon as you enter chapter 2. Once you get to this point and you can free roam, you can go get her. You don't have to trigger it by any special mission or anything like that. You can just come straight for her, go get her, and then next thing you know, you got the best horse in the game. So yeah, it's awesome. So even though we do get the specialized horse to start with, that's the one we're going to end up using anyway. So just wanted to point that out. It is going to be in the description, the link.
Well,
What? Trying to
Looks
talk
like
to my
we'll
peeps.
live to see at least a few more days. Folks are happy, Arthur.
Happy?
Well, they're fed, which is the next best thing.
Speed up, Hosea. Okay, well, thanks. Nice combo. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. And so if any of you... What now? Oh, what's Swanson put in a nickel?
How generous of you.
Okay. Well, at any rate, I'm just going to go ahead and save it since we are now back in camp. We're going to call it quits this evening. That is for all of you that want the Arabian. Again, the link in the description will show you exactly where to find it. And hopefully y'all have a wonderful next week. Again, by the time this posts, it's either going to be probably Saturday night. It may be my Monday video for y'all, just depending how much recording I can get done between now and Saturday night. So y'all have a wonderful week, and we will hopefully get to have some interaction with you when I get back. So thank y'all for watching. I appreciate the likes, subscribes, all that stuff. So y'all have a wonderful evening. Thank y'all.